Meet Rick Ness. 4 things to know about Gold Rush star. Rick Ness, who has been with Discovery's Gold Rush since nearly the beginning, is back in full force with season 14 after being largely absent from the show's 13th year. The popular reality show explores the business of gold mining in Canada and Alaska. Over the years, Gold Rush has been so successful that it's spawned quite an impressive number of spin-offs. 4 facts about Gold Rush star Rick Ness. Used to play bass in a band. Ness, who was born on March 5, 1981, was once the bassist for the 357-string band. The band was formed in 2004 in Ness' hometown of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and ultimately broke up back in 2011. The type of music they played could be described as bluegrass on steroids. As Rick Ness himself told it to Monsters and Critics, the 357-string band was sorely lacking a competent bass player, so one day after a show, he volunteered his services. I must have been 22 or 23 years old. I went to a concert to see a different band, but this other band was opening up. Their bass was terrible. I mean, absolutely awful. So I approached them after the show and asked them to give me a shot, and that's how I ended up in the band. That was around 2003. Eventually, Ness left the group when he decided to focus on his mining efforts. I really felt like I needed to be home more often. But then, I decided to start up gold mining, which obviously meant I wouldn't be home as much after all. Rick is a big fan of desert racing. Rick Ness has a special fondness for the off-road sport of desert racing, which he began participating in 2021. He made a Facebook post to commemorate his very first race. In his words, it was an incredible and humbling opportunity. After a much-needed break from social media, this past weekend served as a great reason to jump back in. With the help of so many great people, I was able to test my skills in my very first desert race, the best in the Desert Parker 250. I had the incredible and humbling opportunity to race beside some of the best teams in the world. He went on to thank Evolution Powersports, who built the vehicle he used in the race. None of this would have been possible without my friends at Evolution Powersports. I can't thank them enough, and I can't speak highly enough about the quality and performance of not only every part they develop and manufacture, but especially the car they built for me to race. Ness first acquired a taste for off-roading when Evolution Powersports let him do a test run in 2020, as he stated in another Facebook status update. Rick's tattoos tell a story. Ness, as one can easily tell by looking at him, is a fan of tattoos and is no stranger to getting them. Most of his ink has an emotional, sentimental significance behind it, like the anchor tattoo that he has to commemorate his grandfather via Monsters and Critics. They're mostly tales of a misspent youth. I don't know. A lot of them I didn't put a whole lot of thought into, if I'm being honest. I mean, I got a few that mean a lot to me. I've got something from my grandpa in my hand. It's an anchor with a rope on it that turns into a banner that says Perseverance. That was the name of my grandpa's boat. He also explained the unique spin that one of his tattoos puts on the Virgin Mary. I've got Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying tattooed across my chest because I've always felt that way. The one on my neck is the one that people always ask about and nobody knows what the hell it is. It's actually the Virgin Mary with a piston for a head, and I call it the Holy Mother of Horsepower. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you.